UDA co-chairman and NPF legislature party leader Kuzoluzo Azoninu says central government should table Naga political issue during ongoing winter session of parliament if they are sincere in resolving the vexed issue. Ninu further states if government of India is serious in bringing a practical solution, then it should not hesitate or prolong the decision. As atrocities of Assam police still continues inside hills of Nagaland and villages around borders of Assam, heads of Vihoto village ask government and Nagaland police for immediate action as they feel unsafe. Village says if government is not willing to look after matter, then they will take own course of actions. Dimapur Naga Students Union appeals Southern Angami Public Organization to rethink its decision on ban of Mao community from entering its areas. The NSU hopes Sapo and Mao Council to find alternative solutions to dispute that is preventing peace of both communities. In order to reduce risk of fire disasters, 19th Fire and Emergency Service Station of State inaugurated at Futsero. State to get 2 more fire stations in coming week, informs Minister of Planning and Coordination, Land Revenue and Parliamentary Affairs Minister Naga. With an aim to spread word and love of God, Music and Youth Department of Nltv Baptist Church organizes Christmas Hospital Ministry at Civil Hospital, Dimapur. During celebrations, church extends monetary aid to hospital and prays for patients and their family members. Welcome to Nagaland TV. You're watching Nltv Midday News. I'm Yashira and now the news in detail. UDA co-chairman and NPF legislature party leader Kuzoluzo Azoninu, while addressing the Golden Jubilee celebrations of Kutsapo Sports Association as chief guest, asserted that if the central government is sincere on resolving the Naga political issue, then it should table the Naga political issue during the ongoing winter session of the parliament, which began on December 7. He further said that if the Naga issue is tabled in the parliament session, then the forthcoming general election may be withheld and will not be held as scheduled, but stated that if the Naga issue is not tabled in the session, then the election is imminent and will be held as scheduled. Azo demanded that before the final inking of the decade-old Naga political issue, the common draft of the agreement between the Naga political groups and the Government of India should be placed to public domain for public consumption. Meanwhile, he maintained that if the central government is serious in bringing a practical solution to the Naga political issue, then it should not hesitate or prolong but deliver justice to the Naga people at the earliest. And the atrocities of Assam police still continues inside the Naga hills of Nagaland and villages around the borders of Assam. Last year, on May 24, 2021, an unwanted fight escalated between Assam police personnel who intruded deep inside the farmland of Vihoto village around 12:30 p.m. and told that it is a disputed land and therefore destroyed the farmhouse and chopped down all the plantations of areca nuts in front of the villagers working at their fields. In a major development, 2 persons who had witnessed all the wrong steps and actions taken by Assam police were illegally arrested and made to stay with them in order to conceal the evidence. It may be mentioned that to settle down the conflict, both the states signed an agreement on 31st July 2021, where it stated that both the parties will maintain peace and harmony, but all went in vain. Therefore, village heads of Vihoto asked the government and Nagaland Police Department for immediate action as they feel unsafe, and furthermore said that if the government is not willing to look after the matter, they might take their own steps of actions.
27 hoy Sunday din hoy ai gina itu tamul yate poila lagai gina asde itu bi notun lagai sigol itu man force ta ase oli bi poila lagai gina rakha pra takan itu jamla kotham hoy gina agreement kurina thaka pisi tibi ai gina ina kurdia to ami kan bisi mon bikaise itu to
11 bajin state hobo
11 bajin
to moi tate niche pra hi takise to moi haten je taikhan moi ke dhori kina tate jabole dia nai aru moila samne te dikhine sob kati kina jaise taikhan a public 3টা আনিছে তাইখান কা হাজার লই কিনা আইছে কইছে তো তাইখান কা কাটিব দিছে পুলিশ কানসো ভিতর কাভার থাকি তাইখান 30 উপর থাকিছে মই কে পতাই দিছে কলে তাই কই দিব কইনা তাইখান মই কে এটা রখাই কিনা রাখি লইছে
আচ্ছা ডিঙে মারিছে
মাৰা নাই একো কৰা নাই খালি ঘূৰাই কিনে মই তাইখান লা গেমতে লৈ যাইছে 2-3 ঘণ্টা নিচিনা ৰাখিছে লৈ যাই কিনে তাতে পৰাই ছাড়িছে আসামতে ছাড়িছে
বেছি হৈছে এইটো বেছিতে আসাম গভৰ্ণমেণ্ট নাগালেণ্ড গভৰ্ণমেণ্ট অফিচিয়েল আহি কিনে এগ্ৰিমেণ্ট চাইন কৰিছে ষ্টেটাছ কো মেইনটেইন কৰি থাকিবি কৈ কিনে কোৱা বেছি দিবি আহি কিনে আৰু তেখন ৰিচেণ্টলি এনেকুৱা আমি লাভ প্লেণ্টেশ্যন চব ভাঙি কিনে আছে এইটোৰ পৰা আমি গভৰ্ণমেণ্ট
Over the recent developments in the conflict between the Southern Agami Public Organization and the Mao Council, the Dimapur Naga Students' Union expressed their concern via press release on Friday. The Students' Union appealed SAPO to rethink its decision on the ban of Mao community from entering Southern Agami areas and withdraw its resolution. Furthermore, they hope that the SAPO and the Mao Council will find alternative solutions to the dispute that is preventing peace of both communities and appeal to the leaders and the decision makers of both communities to deem peaceful coexistence. Meanwhile, the Mao Council is set to hold a meeting on December 18 and December 19 in view of the SAPO's notice restricting movement of Mao people in their jurisdiction. The 19th Fire and Emergency Services Station of the state was inaugurated on Friday at Futsero Subdivision under Feg District on Friday in order to reduce the risk of fire disasters. The Minister of Planning and Coordination, Land Revenue and Parliamentary Affairs, Neba Krono, inaugurated the new fire station, whereas the project was funded by North-Eastern Council. Meanwhile, the state will be getting 2 more fire stations at Chifol, Bozo and Kuzama under Kohima district, which will be inaugurated on Wednesday and Monday. Minister Krono also unveiled a plaque to mark the inauguration and informed that the fire department will conduct inspection of the high-rise buildings for adoption of proper safety measures. The Inspector General of Fire and Emergency Services, Nelasa Sopu, added that the state government has already constructed 13 new fire stations through the NEC funding. The Music and Youth Department of Nltv Baptist Church organized Christmas Hospital Ministry at Civil Hospital, Dimapur. Notably, the main purpose of organizing the outreach program was to spread the word and love of God. During the celebrations, the church also donated some cash to the hospital and prayed for the patients and their family members.
Christmas from the bottom of my heart. We wanna wish you a Merry Christmas. We wanna wish you a Merry Christmas.
ये ना घुमाए टाइम गाँव सो फिलाई ना अपनी खान बीमार माने खान के साइड था आमी खान ला नर्स खान ताइते किमान इंचार्ज लेना था क्या ताकन करनी मान गिफ्ट एक ता लब छत्ता गिफ्ट एक ता निधि ना से इधर वर्ड चोइता से और आमी खान ला चैपलिन रेवरेंड चैपलिन थंगलो थंग और केयरटेकर मदम वितो ताकन करनी मान अलाप एनवलप छत्ता एक बार ओले भी चाह कॉफी एक तकप खाओ करनी आनी दीना से तो ने वर्ड चोइता लगा और आमी अंदर रेवरेंड केयरटेकर ताई काम करनी एनवलप अलाप आनी से तो करनी एक जन ब्राही ना तो केयरटेकर ब्राही ना लोई दिवी और अपनी ब्राही ताते नर्स खानगे भाग को दीना एक तकप होली भी कॉफी खाओ ले दिया से यूथ पास्टर प्लीज दी दिवी
Welcome viewers. Aru aji ami kan ide Dimapur District Hospital line ase. Aru aji aina thado Nltv Baptist Church raido hospital Christmas Hospital Ministry ko ase. Do ide la opore jankari lole ami kan la majode Nltv Baptist Church la music director se do taike ekta question hoti sawo.
अच्छा क्वेश्चन उठिया करनी थैंक यू ये तो आज आमी खान Nltv Baptist Church music department aro youth department milai na itu ministry kuri na ase to ami han to gaw saw bi sob thiki thake ase itu karni isur ke thanks olebi ami han to khushira thakile bi bimar samar manu bishi thake dunia te itu hospital sob te to jabo para na olebi aji mo han ekta district civil hospital te aina ete bimar manu khan karini man ta khan la pain itu feel kuri dibole aro ta khan karni pratna kuri dibole aisi to karni viewers kan public kan ye ko mon thaka do parile ami khan bi itu khan la ministry ami khan la ali ami khan la church ekla confine na kurina bahar de bi nya jaigina duk suk thake kan bimar manu khan etu khan ge help kurina pratna kurile bhala se guina to
The All Nagaland College Students Union on Friday informed that the students' community that the second and final installment of CSS PMS ST 2021 to 2022 would be disbursed to the students' beneficiaries latest by the 20th December 2022. Notably, the ANSU issued the statement after the Directorate of Higher Education officially wrote to the union about the disbursement of the scholarship. Earlier, the union had asked the concerned departments and state government to disperse the second and the final installment of the CSS Post-Matric Scholarship ST 2021-22 within 10 days. However, due to the delay in sanctioning of fund from the central ministry, the same could not be done. The union urged the students' community to consider the situation and await the disbursement of scholarship as assured. Meanwhile, the ANSU appreciated the state government and higher education department for enabling the completion of requisite procedures on exigency and understanding the needs of scholarship by the students. As the state is ready for Christmas, the Rising People's Party on Friday extended their heartiest greetings to the people of Nagaland on the joyous occasion. The party, after a year and a half of its existence, acknowledged the people for all the support shown towards them and mentioned that without the support of the people, it would have been impossible to expose all the acts of corruption and misgovernance being committed by the ruling government. The party further lauded the support of various students' organizations and pressure groups, which ultimately led to the High Court ordering for the functioning of Nagaland Staff Selection Board. As the state is all geared up for election, the party further urged the people not to be persuaded by money, clan, village, tribe politics. Instead, play fair in the true Christian spirit. The Song Students Union held its first general conference from December 15 to 16 in Song Village under theme Building a Bridge to a Better Future. Retired Additional Director of Department of Agriculture N. Henry Ziliang graced the program as special guest, while Extra Assistant Commissioner of Song Yim Kim I. Ozukum graced the event as resource person. While addressing the gathering during the program, Ziliang stated that a bridge is a beautiful and strong metaphor as it is more than a crossing. He mentioned that a bridge helps to overcome obstacles and has the power to change situations. Furthermore, during the conference, he also discussed on strategies to support the students of the village for better future. The 46 Evergreen Club's Open Volleyball Tournament 2022 kicked off on Thursday at Soim Anglengdeng in Ungma with Speaker of Nagaland Legislative Assembly Sharingain Longkumar as the chief host, and advisor to Youth Resource and Sports Engineer Zale Nekha as the guest of honor. While addressing the spectators, the guest of honor, Engineer Zale, said that Mokukchung is a forerunner in the field of bureaucracy, technocracy, art, education and religion, and he stated that the government has rightly called Mokukchung as the land of pioneers. Meanwhile, the chief host, Sharingain Longkumar, talking to the participants and the spectators, talked about team building and stated that teamwork, leadership, hard work and consistency are the essences in character building. Notably, the first match of the tournament was played between Changtongya Volleyball Association and Longturek Sengdeng Ungma.
Mokchung ao manu sob rasta de bishi field de sob se age kurgine aga amikhan naga manula society bi iniga hia laga ekta community ase be Christianity, be in politics, be in bureaucrats or technocrats, aru sports TV. For example, sports day, Amikhan Dr. T. Ao, Tai, 1948 London Olympic Day, Indian team captain Kurigina Jagine Kilisha. Aru team captain Ekla Nohegine.
The Koinonia Baptist Church began its Silver Jubilee celebrations under the theme Proclaim the Year of the Lord at NBCC Convention Center in Kohima on Friday. The senior pastor and principal of Kohima Bible College, Reverend Zoto Kiwo, while addressing the gathering, highlighted how he delivered the first sermon way back in the year 1997 in December. Reverend Kiwo also encouraged everyone at the event to be happy and to be victorious in the likeness of Christ while unveiling the Jubilee monolith at the new church site. On the second day, the celebration will include Jubilee concerts as well as talent shows, followed by gospel service with Agapia Social Center Director Reverend Joy Langsang Kima as the speaker. Advisor for Sericulture, Excise and Minority Affairs, Zalio Rio, on December 15, inaugurated a new indoor badminton stadium with rostrum at Medzifema village. While addressing the gathering, Rio called upon the youth to utilize the stadium to its optimum, stating that the prospect in games and sports are only increasing, except for the fact that sports persons should maintain strict discipline, good dietary habits, strong determination and institutionalized training. The young and promising shuttler from Arunachal Pradesh, Geeto Sora, has made it to the TOPS Arena International Junior Badminton Championship, which will be held in Malaysia. Ace shuttler Sora will be competing in the under-19 and under-11 boys single categories of the championship, which will start from December 19 to 23. The 7-year-old badminton master hails from Arunachal's Lower Siang district and has previously clinched the gold in the multinational Yonex Singha Championship held in Thailand's Bangkok. Meghalaya Chief Minister Conrad K. Sangma inaugurated the much-anticipated football stadium at the P.A. Sangma Sports Complex in Tura on Friday. The stadium has a great historical legacy of hosting the Subroto Cup as well as the Tura Football League after its inception in 2006. The state government has achieved quite a feat by upgrading the stadium, which is having a seat capacity of 9,500 spectators. The stadium is a part of the marvelous sports complex, which is being built at a cost of Rs 127 crore, while spreading over an area of 17,000 square meters. Meanwhile, during the inauguration ceremony, an exhibition football match was played between the Meghalaya state team and Northeast United Football Club, along with few performances by local artists. In a bid to curb the menace of drug trafficking in Tripura, police has seized cannabis worth Rs 4 lakhs and arrested 4 persons in connection on Friday at Khowai district. Tripura's Teliamura police station sub-inspector Rana Brata Ghosh stated that drugs were seized from an auto rickshaw during a raid after receiving a tip-off. Furthermore, the police recovered a total of 40 kilograms of cannabis concealed in 7 packets while arresting 3 men and 1 woman from the spot. The national capital's air quality on Saturday reached very poor category with an AQI of 310. Meanwhile, the National Capital Region's Noida recorded an AQI of 386 under very poor category, while Gurugram's AQI stood at 226 under poor category. It may be mentioned that earlier the air quality in the national capital was in the moderate category and it deteriorated and reached the very poor category. A massive fire broke out in Telangana's Mancherial district on Saturday, where 6 people, including 2 children, were charred to death. The incident took place in Venkattapur village under Ramakrishnapur police station's limit. Fire brigade rushed to the spot to douse off the fire, and the police have registered a case, although the cause of the fire is yet to be ascertained. A tragic accident took place in Telangana's Nalgonda district on Friday, where 2 people, including the driver, were killed while other 2 suffered injuries. The accident occurred after a vehicle carrying 5 members of a family rammed into a divider and caught on fire. The injured were shifted to the hospital for further treatment, and further investigations are currently going on. To observe all water bodies on Earth's surface, United States National Aeronautics and Space Administration launched the newest Earth science satellite on Friday. The satellite was launched from Space Launch Complex 4E at Vandenberg Space Force Base in California with a prime mission of 3 years. NASA informed that the satellite will measure the height of water in freshwater bodies and ocean on more than 90% of Earth's surface, and it will also provide information about how ocean influence changes climate. The thunderous clash of soil and debris killed 21 people in a campsite near Genting Highlands in Malaysia on Friday. Rescue department informed that 61 people had been rescued and more than 700 personnel have been searching through the muddy terrain to trace survivors. Development Minister Nga Kwor Ming remarked that the campsite was functioning illegally without license and added that the operators have to pay an amount of Rs 50,000 as fine. Amid the tensions of war with Ukraine, Russia has launched dozens of missiles and drones at Ukrainian energy systems on Friday. Kremenchuk Mayor Vitaly Melitsky opined that the heat was out for more than 2 lakh customers as temperatures hovered around 14 degrees Fahrenheit, and added that authorities have instructed the people in the city to take all possible measures to preserve heat. Notably, Kharkiv, which is the second largest city of Ukraine, was left without power, water and heat even after hours of repairs. After the blast took place in the city, Ukrainian public urged the government to provide them weapons to heat back at Russia in order to save the country. India has set a mammoth 513-run target for the Bangladesh in the ongoing opening test match in Chattogram. The match has entered the 4th day on Saturday, and currently the Tigers are batting at 167 for 2 after getting dismissed at 150 runs in the first innings. The men in blue scored 258 runs in their second innings before declaring, where Shubman Gill with Pujara played a promising game of cricket. Bangladesh opener Zakir Hassan is leading from the front by adding 60 runs, while Liton Das has just arrived at the crease after the dismissal of Yasir Ali. That is all for now. Keep watching Nagaland TV for more news and updates.